What's up? I'm Nathan or Callie. You can call me either one. Uh, this is my channel. So here I'm going to be doing basically just a log of my fitness journey and bodybuilding journey and school and nutrition. So if you're interested in that, stick along. Um, talk about a lot of food, lifting, typical basic shit. But uh, we like to have a little bit of fun. So who knows what we'll post on here. But uh, got in all of my equipment today, so just decided to start recording. Gonna take y'all through a day. Gonna do eating, posing. It's 5 in the morning. I just woke up, so we are going to put on our nice little bodybuilding speedo and hit some morning poses because we just woke up the lightest that we've ever woken up, and really don't know what to expect. So we'll see. All right. Oh, whew. Those first morning pops when you wake up, doing posing. Oh, that feels so. All right, what do y'all say? We went through mandatories. Let's hit some actual posing. Oh, oh, hands down, favorite pose of all time. They don't tell you though, but posing straight up is like cardio. It's nice. So that was just kind of a little preview, I guess, morning physique photo. We're still 3.5 weeks out from first show, and then we got a week later. We got that show. Um, I don't have a weight cap to meet for the classic physique show, so we're really just gonna try to come in absolutely shredded. I woke up this morning at 174.4 pounds, which is nuts because uh, I've not really weighed consistently below 180 in probably like a couple years, and the bulk went up to like 210. So losing, approaching 40 pounds. Oh, it's mind blowing to go back and look at pictures. And this was just this year, like January, February. So we've lost roughly, I don't know, 40 pounds. I weighed like 210, and then we cut down starting in like February. So really, damn, I was like 205 at the end of February. So that's what, 5 months. So roughly 40 pounds in 5 months, maybe, or 30 pounds in 5 months. Is that right? Yeah, 30 pounds in 5 months, which for bodybuilding is like kind of on the upper echelon of how much you really want to lose whenever you're cutting down, because any more than that, and I feel like a lot of people will agree, and you'll look at studies that you'll be just losing more muscle mass unless you just had like an unnecessarily, you bulked to, you know, 25% plus body fat or something crazy. Like we were never really above 20%. We might have been close to 20% during the bulk, like at the max bulk, but still, like whenever I cut down and you see how much muscle mass that I guess remained when I look back and you look at it, I feel like, hell, I was squatting 500 and benching 315 for like reps. So I know I had, a lot of it was muscle. That's why I'm saying it's like 20% body fat, because I was fluffy. But to be honest, I think a lot of it was carb water. If you notice, like a lot of my muscles were like smooth, but they're big. I mean, you can look at like, maybe I'll throw in some like leg clips for like January or February, because I still saw some like quad separation, but yeah, so thought that was pretty cool. First order of business is uh meal one. Yeah, how's this? There we go. This looks good. So this is where the magic happens. No but seriously, I spend way too much time here, like an ungodly amount, hours and hours and hours. But sadly, first meal, kitchen is a complete mess. So we're gonna clean. So there we go. Kitchen is somewhat clean. Definitely cleaner than it was before. I don't know about y'all. Cooking in a dirty kitchen, it's not fun. It's just better to clean. Plus, it helps me, take my mind off of being hungry, as well as a nice cup of coffee. But how about we start making breakfast? So, what does breakfast consist of, you ask? Breakfast consists of egg whites, 2 whole eggs, and crack this baby open, some sirloin tip that I cooked up earlier in the week, and we'll do probably about 5 ounces of it. And then egg whites, I usually measure out like 3 or 4 egg whites. It's about 15 or 20 grams of protein. So this meal comes out to like 64 grams of protein and 22 grams of fat, roughly. There's like 7 in each egg, and then there's like 10 or 11 in the sirloin tip. So that is meal one, and we'll go ahead and start cooking it up. Yeah, definitely not used to this at all, but we'll get there. Anyway, I was gonna kind of talk to y'all a little bit about the prep. Like I said, we're 3.5 weeks out. Food right now is kind of just on a what the fuck, or a whatever basis, like or like day to day, or basically however I look. Today, I don't know. I personally think I'm really, really light, which not the worst, but oh man, I feel weak. So weak. Today's gonna be legs, and legs are probably definitely my strongest muscle, but it's still, oh, leg days are rough on prep. Rough, rough, rough. All right, so here we are. Here is breakfast. Like I said, 5 ounces of sirloin tip, and then 2 whole eggs and about 4 egg whites with a cup of joe. And I'll post those macros, but it is time. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's good. All right. Alrighty then. So we are having to change plans. We're gonna go ahead and make our pre-workout little fun meal. So we don't have a lot of carbs. Let's be real. But if I do get carbs, when I do get carbs, it's right before a workout and right after. So those are probably the most important times. Those are the most important times to get carbs to fuel your workouts, obviously, and to repair muscle. But we want to get protein in as much as possible. Um, so, what is our fun little meal? Our fun little meal used to be part of breakfast, but I decided to change that because typically I have 3 meals before the gym. I'll have breakfast, and then I'll have 2 chicken and rice meals, or chicken, rice, and asparagus. But we've taken out carbs really on all of the other meals. So, um, anyway, I'm getting off topic. So, we're about to go hit legs. Before we go hit legs, we need a little bit of carbs in the system. So, what are we going to do for carbs, you ask? I got my handy dandy trusty blender, and we are going oats. We are going to measure out 80 grams of oats into a bowl. All right. Perfect. Got our 80 grams of oats. That's going to go in the blender alongside 2 tablespoons, or well, 1.5 tablespoons of baking powder. Now, the baking powder is going to cause our blended oats to kind of be like, I guess, what you'd call oat flour. I mean, it's pretty much just oat flour. Cover that up. Here we go. So we've got our oat flour here, and we have our powdered peanut butter. So powdered peanut butter, this kind of just adds a nice little peanut buttery flavor, as well as adding another like 6 grams of protein for 50 calories, which, I mean, it's okay. It's more for the flavor than anything. We will add a serving of that. I'm gonna add a serving of cinnamon cereal whey. There we go. Kind of just get them all homogenized. So the peanut butter tends to you want to mix your powdered peanut butter before you put in your water, because sometimes the peanut butter will go ahead and mix with the water and it'll form peanut butter into the pancake mixture, which I don't know if that really affects the cooking properties, but I just mix mine around kind of just so it's all evenly dispersed. So, uh, I guess a thing that is different about these oatmeal pancakes than regular pancakes is the consistency of them is definitely unique, and the way that they cook is also unique. Um, Even with the baking powder, a lot of times these don't rise that well, which not a huge deal. But when it comes to, dieting, really try to add volume. Volume is huge. Volume in cooking is almost as important, I would argue, as volume within your training, because you got to be satiated, or you want to try to be satiated. So that was the biggest fail of a fucking oatmeal pancake I've ever had. What in the fuck happened? What the fuck? It's like the griddle wasn't on. It's on 400. The fuck? Well, that's a great start. What can you do? All right. Here is pre-workout meal. It's 80 grams of oats, about 50 grams of blueberries, a tablespoon of peanut butter, and a serving of powdered peanut butter within the baking. So I'll post those macros probably up here. But yeah, and then we'll go hit legs. All right. Time to do what every single influencer on YouTube does now. A car talk. We are headed off to the gym to go hit legs. 5 to 7 leg days. Can you believe that? Whenever you think about just one body part and exercise, and you're like trying to figure out the time in between, where you're at in a show, you start to think like, oh my God, I only have this much time to improve like that. So I only have 3.5 more weeks to keep, all of my stuff tight. But I'd say we're on track. We're pretty good. Like I said, we're waking up really light. So in terms of strength, I have no clue. I feel good. Surprisingly, I have energy. Like, I don't know why, and I don't know where it's come from. But anyway, yeah. So we're heading in. We're probably gonna start with the warm-up is always the same. Just warming up core, back, lower back, quads, hips, thighs. Just kind of like, I like to try to focus on all of my stabilizing muscles, like my adductors and my abductors. I do a little bit of work with those. Dude, what the fuck is wrong with my eyes? Sorry, all my eyes are freaking out. Anyhow, we'll start off with like the hip abductor and adductor machine. I guess that's like the technical first workout that I do, or like weighted movement. But after that, I usually my coach told me that we need to hit more hamstrings. I am very quad dominant, very, very quad dominant. But I feel like I hit hamstrings like so hard when I do. Or at least like I feel like I hit hamstrings harder than quads. Not to say I don't hit quads hard, but some part of me feels like it's easier to take hamstrings to failure than quads. Way easier to take hamstrings to failure than quads. Quads are miserable, but in the best way possible. Leg days have always been like a torturous masochist dream for me. Like, if I could die during a workout, like if it were my last workout here on earth, and it was like, okay, you have one body part to choose, it'd be legs. I would do legs until I died. Just, I don't know, I'm sick in the head. I'm definitely sick in the head, but We'll probably start off with what I usually start off on prep, getting down this close, and that's Smith machine squats. I'll probably do a little bit of a wider stance, maybe try to target more hamstrings and glutes, as opposed to what I've been doing, where I get the squat stepper thing, and I'll do like close leg. I'll just do like really quad focused squats, and oh man, they're tough. They're so good though. After the Smith machine squats, I'll probably start just immediately with some leg extensions. That's usually my go-to right after a compound movement, is just to hop right into some quad extensions, and we'll mess those up. After that, I'll probably go back to the Smith machine and do some RDLs. We'll do stiff-legged RDLs. Been needing to add those into the program a little bit just so I can hit some extra hamstrings. Besides that, the only other hamstring targeted, I guess, exercise that I really ever do is prone hamstring curls, and I smash those till like my legs fall off. But they don't have an upright hamstring machine, so I'm actually kind of contemplating thinking about trying something new for hamstrings today. But we'll see. So yeah, we'll get in there and we'll start lifting. This is lovely. We got like 20 minutes.